All right, so what's poppin', Big Headed Family? It's your boy, Big Gotti. Thank y'all for tuning in with me on another one. I hope everybody having a good day out there. Now, look, we're going to jump straight into today's episode. So we got adult actress Alexis Andrews exposing Sean Kingston. Now, she's speaking on him scamming. She's speaking on him paying for her services. She talking about sleeping with his friends. And this is the type of thing you got to watch out for because you get these girls around, man, and they get to exposing people once they get drunk on these shows. So you got to watch out. But it's not really her fault because if he showed her all this, that's his fault. But we're going to jump into this. And y'all let me know what y'all think about the content in the comment section, man. Let's run it.
Okay, I did just leave from seeing Sean Kingston.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just thinking about that one song today. I don't know why. Not that one, but we can go to the slum with Kelly. I don't know why that song came across my head. I promise to God, bro. I was thinking about that shit. Then I listened to it. This shit aged pretty good. But it's funny you said that.
So I was over there. His mom cooked for me, and it was good as. It was some chicken.
He Jamaican, right?
Yeah, and I took video of him. He doesn't even know it. That's him. In his house, I pretended like I was recording myself and I was recording him.
Bro, that's definitely Sean Kingston.
No, but he had a lot of people over there. They was way finer than him. I wanted to just him anyways. I don't know who they were. They were definitely rappers, but you know I couldn't be disrespectful, and his mom was there and shit. But yeah, so.
Hold up. So he brought you over there to you met his mom?
Yes, I met his mom last time I went over there, but she tried to make me chicken nuggets out of the freezer after he told her to cook for me some real authentic Jamaican food.
She probably thought you was a thought. She like, man, I ain't finna cook for this thought. You know what I'm saying? He got her over here for the night. I ain't finna be cooking for her. Like, what she expect?
And she didn't like me because I was white.
So
and I was like, what?
You get the
so
chicken
then
nuggets.
this time when I came over, he was like, yes, make sure you make her some food type shit. So then she
Hold on. How does he introduce you to his mom?
She remembered me because we had beef that night.
This my friend or something like that?
Man, it's a long story. I'm finna just spill the beans. So the first time I met him was in Miami, and I came out there. Lil Gotti was there. And we got into it because I went upstairs and I was playing with Sean Kingston's and stuff, and it wouldn't get hard, and he was getting mad and stuff. So I was like, I'm not.
He was
going
getting mad at you.
Yeah, and I was like, you need to just give me my money real quick. And so he went downstairs, and Lil Gotti had like 2 girls with him. The next thing I know, I was like on his recliner at the bottom of his bed. In this big ass room, I was watching TV in Sean Kingston's room on my dead grandmama. And Lil Gotti came up there and closed the door behind him. You know, we started talking, and I was like, where is he? He's like, he's downstairs, he's busy. So I was like, 10-4, he's the other 2 hoes. They can deal with his soft that ain't never get hard. They can deal with that. I had done cussed him out and everything. So we start fucking on Sean Kingston's bed.
Whoa.
And then his
crazy.
Shooters came in, and then it was crazy. They started watching us.
Lil Gotti shooters came in?
They started watching us.
They was watching?
Yes, and then Sean Kingston didn't say nothing about it. He came in, and then he was like starting to get all his Louis bags and stuff. He was like, oh, I gotta go for a flight. So what he did was
pass you off to them because he wasn't really even feeling you, you know what I mean? But I mean, girls don't see it that way, but I know one thing, having her in your house, even exposing these stories, you know, that's bad for you, Sean Kingston, because come on, bruh. You know what I mean? All your secrets, all your little shit getting out, man, into the world.
He had every boy in the house that he was with, probably like 10 boys, and he had them all gather up all their stuff and walk out the house and leave me in the house. Leave me in the house with and he didn't pay me nothing because he was getting revenge on me for
He's like, He's like, Gotti to pay you. I didn't fuck. I got my dick off, so hey, go get Gotti.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
a lot to take in.
That's a lot. Nigga just left. Who requested a flight to Sean Kingston?
Yeah, I kind of don't fuck with him. So,
but what made you double back? You double back for something.
So I say, how you gonna make it up to me? Right? This is a year later. How you gonna make it up to me? I say that whenever he keeps hitting me up on Twitter and shit, and I'm like, how you gonna make it up to me? Type shit. Send me some money. He's like, oh, just come out here. I got you. I'm in Miami. Blah blah blah. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna turn up. And then I go out there to Miami. And I go to his house. It's a whole nother house. I don't know what the fuck he got going on, but I know he was scamming. From last time, I know he was scamming. He was with a bunch of boys.
Yeah, he was.
Now listen to what she's saying. she know he's scamming. Like now, if the feds is listening, they about to start building cases off this shit. And you got a girl like this to get drunk and get loose on these shows and start speaking on shit like that.
Like that's the only way he getting by. He not getting by on his music type shit.
He was selling old ass.
Yeah, he was selling like old ass airplanes, some shit like that.
I'm sorry. How do you sell? Where do you buy old ass airplanes?
Shit.
Yeah, he was on scamming.
He live in Miami.
That's how
of course
he's
he is.
living good. But anyway, so I go in there and it's like 4 or 5 boys in there. And I think one of them, he was trying to finesse. He was like signed to some label or some shit. And he was like telling him how they give him 12%. I listen to everything. Women listen to everything. That's what y'all fail to realize. I'm sitting at the table while we all eating. I'm listening to everything they saying, and they like
Hey,
the boy.
She went to the new house, and now it's a bunch of guys around again. So I think Sean Kingston was always calling her for somebody else. You know, she might have looked at it a different way in her head, but I think he was always calling her for somebody else. You know what I mean? He wasn't really the one really messing with her like that.
It's like, you know, they gave him 12, some shit, Superfly, Gucci Superfly. He wrote that or some shit, or it was some young boy, and he was like,
he wrote Superfly with like
he was like, they're
and
playing it, and I'm not getting paid nothing.
Oh shit.
Yes, he was like,
yes,
he was like, they paying me 12%, and then he was like, I had to leave the label, and I guess he switched over to Sean Kingston. But I could tell in Sean Kingston's eyes that he's like, pray to him. He's not gonna look out for him type shit.
Mama always say you can't trust no Jamaican.
You could tell she's scoring. Like, how you know what Sean Kingston gonna do with him? You know what I mean? You just speaking on some shit you don't even know. That's how you could tell she got bad blood in her heart. You feel me?
Crazy, but
You say that shit.
I don't know. So then, of course, like he's trying to and shit, and I had already took a perk and shit, and I'm chilling.
So like, he got a lot going on that day. He finessing, he trying to fuck.
And I had just came down there. I had just took that long ass flight. I was like, no thanks. And I was like, give me my money first. He didn't want to give me my money first, so I wasn't finna force myself to do something I didn't want to do. So then the next morning, when I woke up, I was like, damn, I gotta f this ugly, fat, stanky ass.
That was the first thought you had in the morning?
To get this money before he takes off on this flight. I gotta do what I gotta do. Allie will be a warrior, bitch. So I went ahead and did it. Well, no, I went ahead and said, let's so then we fuck. And then guess what happened? I took a bath in this big ass bathtub. I got out and I walked out there to go smoke. To go smoke. No. To go smoke. I walked in the living room, the big ass living room you saw, and he has a lock on his door. It's locked the door. Locked me out. Yes. And his cousin lives in the pool house.
Yeah, it sounded like he just wasn't feeling her. She was always just a little thought bucket to him. But I mean, that's all right. Like I said, he showed her a lot and she's speaking on a lot. But one thing is though, is like, bro, don't be having these females in your houses and shit to see this. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay smooth about it, because she sound like she just a thought. Your average thought bucket that rides around in different towns and does different shit with different guys. That's just how she living.
Like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and shit. His cousin's living in the pool house and shit. So his cousin, they're obviously texting and shit, because I'm in there taking naked video. I said, shit, he gonna lock me out. Let me take these videos for OnlyFans in this big ass house. So I started taking my clothes off, taking videos, and then his mom walks out. I'm like, oh shit, I run, I get my clothes. And then his cousin comes in. I said, oh my God, you saved me. But his cousin wasn't there to save me. He had already texted his cousin, hey, what the fuck you say? Alert. Get her out the house, bro. Get her out the house. He was like, okay, code red, get her out the fucking house. I done fucked her. I don't want to pay her. Whatever the fuck he said, get her out the house.
See,
so
I talking about him paying like all kind of shit. Like I was trying to glaze over it, but she's saying it so many times, like I can't even, glaze over it. It's like, man, these is cases, you know what I mean? If he paying for shit like this, so he got to be smooth, man.
I already knew what time it was, so I was like, okay. His cousin take me to the pool house. His cousin's like trying to rub all on my teeth and shit. I'm like, no, you're finna pay me. All y'all finna pay me. And I talked to his mom and stuff as I was walking out, and I was like, thanks for cooking for me and shit. And I tried to make her feel real bad, like, for what was going on. I told her like how he just locked the door and shit, and she was like, I'll send you the money, on me, I'll send you the money, like on her.
But wait a minute, the mama finna pay for his escort, basically? I'm lost right now.
And his cousin was like, just go to the pool house with me, come on. So we was smoking, and I was like, okay, tell her to sell me the money right now before I leave, type shit.
His mom's selling you the money for him fucking is crazy.
Every 5 seconds I was telling him to tell her to sell me the money. He was like, okay, my auntie gonna sell you the money, blah blah blah, send me your info. But they did. They sold me the money.
We're gonna stop this right here. So she basically implicating the mom, talking about the mom and the auntie, and they paid for it. So basically the mom paid for her son's services with you. Like, that's crazy. So I don't know if the feds hear this type of shit, you know, everybody going to jail. You know, that's why Sean Kingston, he in trouble right now, you know, for foolish shit. But you get a girl like this on a podcast, she get to drinking and she gonna expose everything, man. And it could be his downfall. Like I said, if the feds hear some of this shit, she was talking about scamming, all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? But if they hear this, you know, it could be lights out for Sean Kingston. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the content in the comment section. And until the next one, man, y'all stay safe out there, man.